What's going on, golf addicts? DB here of the Tour Junkies. It's Zurich Classic week. It's a team event at TPC Louisiana, Pete Dye Design. And I got 5 outright long shots starting at 45 to 1. And I got 2 at the end, bombs, okay? At 90 to 1 and 100 to 1 that are much shorter on other books. And you better get them now. I'm going to hit those at the end. But for now, I want you to comment. A lot of times they do walk up songs here. If you were going to be here at a team event, what's your walk up song? Me and Pat have played a couple of member guests together. We're partners. If he were my partner, we were walking out to this. Our song is Curtains by Lil Wayne. Hey, nervous. Hey, nervous. Curtains. I love that song. Great song. Put it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Also, Pat's doing a video. His favorite bets up in the top tier range, kind of the short range, kind of the, you know, the scared money range. I want you to go to Pat's video and tell him what a loser all these picks are that he's going to give you. Because I mean, they can't be as good. It's a team event. I know we're supposed to be team players this week, but forget that. All right, me and Pat are ready to go at it on these YouTube videos this week. All right, 5 long shot outrights. I'm going to start with the first one. Here we go. This team at 45 to 1. They've actually got some history here, and they've played this event before, including last year where they finished tied for 4th. It's Keegan Bradley, all right, and Brendan Steele. Now, Keegan Bradley's had a great year. We've been watching Keegan Bradley play well, do Keegan Bradley things all year. The ball striking's been great. The iron play's been great. 12th place finish at the Sony, 11th at API, 5th at the Players Championship. Had a chance to win and lost it. 8th at the Valero, the irons, the off the tee game, and the scrambling, all clicking for Keegan Bradley. Now, you ask me, what about his partner? Because Brendan Steele has not really been all that great. So what's he going to do? Well, again, team chemistry. I like that they played this event. Now, this will be their 3rd time, I believe. They did miss the cut the first year in 2017. Keep in mind that you got 80 teams here, and top 33 and ties are going to make the cut and play the weekend. They're going to play best ball in round 1 and round 3. So they're each going to play their own ball, and then they're going to take the best score. And then rounds 2 and 4, they're going to play foursomes. So alternate shot. That's really where I think a lot of team chemistry comes into play here. And you want both guys with equal skill sets. Look, there's some guys in here that are dimes, right? They're Kelly Kapowskis, you know what I mean? And Saved by the Bell years, like high school years, maybe college years even. They're dimes, but they're playing with guys that ain't dimes. They're playing with like that girl Tori from the Saved by the Bell episodes, the high school years, where like she was kind of the biker chick. She was kind of masculine. She wore the leather jacket. She wasn't that great. It'd be like Kelly Kapowski teaming up with Tori. I want both. I want both players to have great opportunity here. I don't want all that mess. Now, Brendan Steele would seem to be on the surface kind of a Tory, all right? But he's not. He's been clicking. In the last few weeks, the ball striking has been trending, which is what has been missing from Brendan Steele kind of early in the year, early in this season. But really since about the Honda, it started clicking, even though he missed a cut at the Honda. 26th at the API, gained 7.3 strokes ball striking. 13th at the Players, gained 11.8 strokes ball striking. That's huge. And then a 48th at Valero, where he didn't do too well in the iron department, but off the tee and irons are clicking. I like these two with the chemistry. The T4 last year means something. So I like them at 45 to 1. Moving down the board a little bit. I love this team. 55 to 1. This is on FanDuel. By the way, the best number right now for Keegan and Brendan Steele is on DraftKings. And they're elsewhere, they're like 33 to 30 to 1-ish in other books. So if you want to jump on them, I could see that one. I don't think that was going to move that much. So there you go. Now, the 2 at the end are going to move. All right, the next team for you is a couple Georgia boys, and dadgummit. I mean, I know I love me some dogs. Sepp Straka, who we just saw have a chance to win his 2nd event just this past week at the RBC Heritage. He just won the Honda, and the lid's kind of come off for Sepp, all right? Won the Honda, 9th at the Players Championship, 30th at Augusta his first time around, 3rd at the RBC Heritage. The putter is hot right now. He gains a lot of distance. He makes a lot of birdies, and he's partnered with his former teammate, Georgia Bulldog, Grayson Sigg, who has not had the high finishes on the PGA Tour yet. It's kind of been a little disappointing for him because he was the Korn Ferry Tour Player of the Year. Like, the guy finished number 1 on the Korn Ferry Tour. That says a lot. Go look at the names that finished number 1 in the order of merit on the Korn Ferry Tour. These guys are studs, and Grayson Sigg's time is coming. One of the things I like about handicapping an event like this, there's a lot of variance, right? Like, we can get tied up in the stats and the models and all. I don't think this is the week for that. Match play is different. We talk about it all the time with President's Cup and Ryder Cup handicapping. Match play is different. Chemistry matters. Scoring matters. Being able to feed off of each other matters. There's a lot of variance here. I also somewhat think that there's a slight more motivation to some of these guys who, need a tour win and or need improved status. We're going to get to some more names like that here in a moment. But Grayson Sigg, while he's not, I think he's going to keep his card. He's had enough decent finishes, but he's not. He doesn't have a single top 20 on the PGA Tour since he got here. Not one top 20 on the PGA Tour, other than Corrales last March. But that was before he earned his full card. He finished ninth at Corrales. But since he came out on tour this season in October, his best finish was a 22nd at Bermuda, 25th at the Amex, 25th at Corrales. But he's still making a lot of cuts. He's still a good ball striker, solid ball striker. I think playing with Sepp will be good for him. He'll have some confidence. And these are two young, very motivated players. And I like the Georgia Bulldog chemistry there at 55 to 1 on FanDuel. So I like those numbers. Don't forget, make sure you watch Pat's video where he's going to tell you the favorites to play. Tell him why he's scared. And maybe what else can you do? I don't know. Just troll Pat in the comments. That's what I want you to do. Troll Pat in the comments on his video. And in my video, I need your walk-up song. Ours is Curtains by Lil Wayne. It's the best. It's a classic by Lil Wayne. It makes you feel good. It says, I ain't nervous. And you shouldn't be nervous, all right, if you're ready to win. So let's keep going. All right, walking down the board a little bit further. This was a late pick. I was looking at these guys before the Heritage, but after the Heritage ended, I like these guys a little more. It's Patton Kizzire and JT Poston at 60 to 1 on DraftKings. On a lot of other books like FanDuel, BetMGM, PointsBet, they're around 36 to 45 to 1. So you're getting a nice little value there on DraftKings for these two guys, both PGA Tour winners, Sea Island Mafia boys, okay? And you want to talk about chemistry, these guys play together all the time. I walked inside the ropes with these two at the Players Championship on Tuesday for the practice round. They play together as much as they can. They play together in Sea Island, but they also play practice rounds together when they're not in Sea Island. Like you would think, if you're tired of somebody, that might be where you wouldn't want to pair up and play a practice round. But not these two. They're friends. They've got some camaraderie there. They're both PGA Tour winners. Kazaire's been playing really well, and it was really encouraging to see JT Poston have himself a day. I believe it was the final round of RBC Heritage. Poston shot like a 7 under or 8 under with no bogeys on the card on Sunday. Finally gaining strokes with the irons and driver again, which is great to see. Finished third place at the RBC Heritage. Gained strokes in every category across the board. That's important for JT. We needed to see that for JT Poston. I'm happy to see that for him. So I think the chemistry here could be, could also pair really nicely with how these guys are hitting the ball right now. Both are very comfortable on Bermuda grass surfaces. Both have had success on Pete Dye designs, like this par 72 at TPC Louisiana in Avondale, Louisiana, about 7,425 yards or so. So I like Kizzire and JT as another kind of bomb outright at 60 to 1. But I got two more. Will I have two more? Yeah, I got two more, and these are bombs. Okay. Absolute rockets. All right. All right, the first one. You guys know I wasn't going to get through a video and not mention Maverick McNeely. Maverick McNeely is paired with Joseph Bramlett. Now, we all know how well Mav's been playing. It's very well documented on TV, Fantasy National, the Tour Junkies podcast, because I pick him every week because he continues to just play well. He's making a ton of birdies. His irons are solid. His tee to green game is solid. The putting is there. Now, Bramlett's the wild card here. This is why they're 90 to 1. Now, I will say they're 90 to 1 on DraftKings, 70 to 75 to 1 on FanDuel, PointsBet, MGM. So you're definitely getting a discount on DraftKings. Don't know how long that'll last. Don't know how many people will actually fire on that. But, listen, Jonas Blixt was on a winning team in 2017 with Cam Smith at this event, all right? Cam Smith is good. He wasn't Cam Smith that he is now. He wasn't that in 2017. And Jonas Blixt is a hack, okay? He's a freaking hack. I can't stand him. Terrible player. If he can win, then Maverick McNeely and Joseph Bramlett can win. Bramlett, like JT Poston, went super deep. I believe it was the fourth round. It was either the fourth round or the third round at RBC Heritage. Shot like a 68. Or I'm sorry, shot like a 8 under. It was a 7 or 8 under. Went stupid low. Finished 48th. He's a bomber. Typically gain strokes off the tee and on approach. Short game is terrible. Maybe Mav can help him out a little bit with that. I think his length will play a nice advantage for the guys when they get onto some of these longer par threes and into these par fives. Now this team has played together before and they missed the cut last year. It doesn't quite bother me that they missed the cut. I just like that they played together and they want to run it back. And I like that. And Bramlett, like Grayson Sigg, could really use some points. Okay. So these are two guys who are going to take this thing very seriously. Maverick McNeely would also love to have his first PGA Tour win. I mean, the guys that win this thing, they still get they get a lot of stuff. They get I think they get a Masters invite. They get into certain I think they get in the PGA Championship or something. They get FedEx Cup points split between the two of them. I think it's 400 each. I mean, it's a 2-year full exemption. This is not like winning the This is better than winning like the Corrales, actually, which is ridiculous, but it is. All right, so that's a big value. That's one of those values I was talking about. 90 to 1 on DraftKings, 70 to 75 elsewhere. You need to get on that. All right, final one, and you guys knew this was coming, but this is a big value. DraftKings currently has Kevin Kisner and Scott Brown, 100 to 1 on DraftKings, 55 to 1 on FanDuel for Kevin Kisner and Scott Brown. Listen, here's these boys' record. Miscut last year, 5th the year before that, 15th the year before that, and the first year when Jonas Blix and Cam Smith won, they lost in a playoff to those guys, finished runner-up. Kevin Kisner and Scott Brown play golf together almost weekly. Even though Scott isn't on the PGA Tour, he doesn't have his full status anymore. He's grinding it out on the Korn Ferry Tour. Talk about somebody who needs a really good week. It's Scott Brown. And him and Kiz are best boys. I mean, they're best buddies. Kiz is going to show up and want to play for this. He obviously wants to play for himself, but if there's anybody else that Kisner would want to play for, it's Scott Brown. It's Brownie. It's to get Brownie that dub, to get him another win on the PGA Tour, and get him his status back and get him back out there on a regular basis. But these two are match play, just phenom. I mean, just they'll bug the crap out of you. Okay, I'm losing words, but they will bug you to death in match play because you think you should pound them. Colin Morikawa, Victor Hovland should be like, free square. Kisner and Scott Brown, we got this. But then, like we see at the match play with Kevin Kisner, and like we've seen with these guys, every other year except for last year, they crush it. 100 to 1 is a big number. Do I want to bet him at 55 to 1, considering how Scott Brown has been playing lately? No, I don't think I do. But at 100 to 1, I think we jump on that. If it stays around 75, 70 to 1, there's 80 teams in this thing. I'd throw a little quarter unit on that too. So I think that's worth a look at 100 to 1. Maybe if you like a top 5 bet or something like that, top 10 bet, you can knock that out. But Kisner and Browning will be here on the weekend. I do believe that. And if they're there on the weekend, they can make a run. Those guys go deep in match play. So there you have it. 5 bomb outright sleeper kind of plays for the Zurich Classic. Don't forget to check out Pat's video on the favorites, the top end of the board. And also, I've got my names to avoid video out. You're going to want to catch that as well. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, give it a like, give it a subscribe, comment on the video, your walk-up song, and we'll see you out there. See you.